Okay, we got everybody on?
Yep.
Everybody's in, Caitlin?
Yep.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'm Marilyn McDonald, Chair of Bridgewater Conservation Commission, and I just want to open up tonight's meeting, 9/11/25, and our next meeting will be 9/25/25. Present tonight also are our members Eileen Prisco, Harry Bailey, Laurie Keene. I do not see Deb Johnson on yet, so if she hops on, you can let me know, but we do have a quorum to open, and also present is our agent, Caitlin Putz. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and can be viewed on YouTube. And I'm just going to give you a little spiel before I open up the meeting so anybody on understands how Conservation Commission rolls and what we do. Bridgewater Conservation Commission is governed by both State Wetland Protection Act and our local bylaws of rules and regulations that we adhere to, along with performance standards to ensure that all project filings meet the requirements and has minimal impact to our surrounding wetlands. Bridgewater Conservation is within 100 feet BVW and 200 feet of a riverfront, and all our bylaws can be found on our webpage. This is the only way we're going to base our decisions strictly is on the rules, regs, and performance standards. What's going to happen is our applicant will present. We'll then open it to the board members and our agent for any comments. Once we do that, we'll gladly open up all public hearings to the public, keeping it at 3 minutes only in wetland questions. And we encourage the public to speak so that we may pick up something that we could have missed. Please direct all questions through the chair and I will find an answer for you. The board is either going to do two things. We're either going to close a hearing if we feel we have enough information to make our decision, or we'll continue it. If we continue it, this will be your notice of a continuation. You won't get any further green cards. Once we close it, the board has 21 days to render a decision of approval or denial. Once that is rendered, there is a 10-day business appeal period before any order of conditions becomes valid, and that can be appealed through Mass DEP in writing within those 10 business days. I'm going to read into the public meeting agenda for Thursday, September 11th, 2025 at 5:30. Disclosure pursuant to Section 20 of the Chapter 20 in the Acts of 2021, the Act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency. This meeting of Conservation Commission in the town of Bridgewater will be held to accessible to the public through remote participation in the greatest extent possible. There will be have no public attendance permitted. Citizens who wish to tune in the meeting may do so via Zoom. Virtual meeting can attend also by clicking the link found on the webpage. And I'll call to order, which I just did. And I'm going to read into the agenda. Old business, we have none. We have one new business, abbreviated notice of intent on 167 Oak Street. We have conservation business of one item, 16 Wood Street. We have no minutes on tonight's agenda, and then we have our e-adjournment. So with that being said, I'm going to roll right into new business. We have an abbreviated notice of intent, resource area delineation, 167 Oak Street, map 15, lot 5. Applicant representative is Matthew Falconeri, Zenith Consulting Engineers, LLC. We have a DEP file number that came in as SE 116-1573. I'm going to read into the, we have the affidavit of the ad. I will say that I saw your couple of pages of green cards, so we are good there. Green cards are in. 167 Oak Street, Bridgewater, legal notice of public hearing, Conservation Commission, Bridgewater, Mass, in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, in the town of Bridgewater, local wetland bylaw. The Bridgewater Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on September 11th, 2025 for an abbreviated notice of resource area delineation filed by Falconeri Construction. The property owner is Lucy Cummins and is located at 167 Oak Street, including map 11 and parcel 71. Please contact the Bridgewater Conservation Office at 697-0950 for the time and link and location and all virtual participation. All are encouraged to attend. Agenda can be found at www.bridgewatermass.com at least 48 hours prior to the agenda. Before I give it to the applicant, I will let them know that we did receive the DEP number, as I stated, along with the DEP comments. We fully have your green cards and your proof of affidavit of advertising, which was one of their comments. So you are good to go. Is there anybody here on this filing? You are now officially open. And Debbie Johnson is here. Good. Hello.
Hi, thank you. Will Connolly, Zenith Consulting Engineers, on behalf of the applicant. Would you like me to share my screen? Because I have the plan up.
Yep, Caitlin will get that for you.
Yep, let me just give you permission. Let's see. All right, you should be good to go.
Thank you.
All right.
Can everyone see that now?
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
So the site is 167 Oak Street, bordered by Oak Street to the north, Crapo Street to the east, and the Town River to the south. There's a few different resource areas on site. The first being a BVW, which is defined as wetland flag A1 to wetland flag A28. There's also flood zone AE on site, which is shown by this dashed line here. And then there is an inland bank associated with the Town River, which is defined as wetland flag IB1 to wetland flag IB10. So we did submit revised plans today after the site walk was completed. My understanding is the only change was that wetland flag A15 was removed. So it's just a straight shot from A14 to A16 now. So I think that's about it. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I was out there the other day with Caitlin. I'll let Caitlin start and then I'll pass it around to the board if they had a chance to review the site visit notes. So Caitlin?
Yes, so we were out there yesterday to walk the BVW line. As Will had mentioned, there was just one flag change, which was A15. So they bumped that back about 5 feet or so. And other than that, you know, we didn't really have any other concerns with the line. So we were good with that. And we looked at the river. We didn't walk the line fully. It was kind of hard to access, but we were good with that as well. The only comments that I have was we noticed a lot of debris on the site within the resource areas and in the buffer zone. So just a note, once we vote for an approval, I would recommend that the debris within the resource area and the buffer zone just be asked to be removed from those areas.
Okay, great. Thank you, Caitlin. And I echo what she said. The one flag that I had of concern, they were very willing to move that back to 5 feet, working very conservative. That was the only area that I picked up along with Caitlin. And then as she stated, you know, there's a lot of debris that we would condition to be removed as we find in these older parcels that haven't been out there for a while. And, you know, the inner bank was pretty standard as far as where you can see a soil and grass. And then, yeah, I couldn't jump off the bridge, but we could we could see anything. So as always, I'll start with the commission members. You know, you can either opt to go out there or weigh in if you're comfortable or if you feel like you need another set of eyes on it. So I'll just go right down the line. I'll start with Harry.
All right. Is the 200-foot riverfront marked there?
Yeah, and they're out.
Okay, that's all I'm concerned with there.
I knew you would be. Correct, Caitlin, any comment on that besides me?
Nope, but it was depicted on the site plan, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, was up. Okay, Eileen.
I know the property very well. If I trust that you guys have the 100-foot all set, I have no problem.
Okay, great. We got Deb.
Yeah, I looked it over today and I had no issues with it.
Okay, great, thank you. Laurie, any comments to weigh on?
No, I would have commented on the riverfront, but Harry beat me to it.
Thank you.
Harry's always gonna beat you to it on the riverfront. All right, so the board's all made comments along with the agent. I will now open this to anybody in the public that has a question or concern on our abbreviated notice of 167 Oak Street, map 15, lot 5. You can raise your hand, chat feature, and Caitlin will let me know you're there.
I'm not seeing anybody, Chair.
Okay, then at this time, with all the information in and the board is comfortable, I would make a motion to close area of notice of resource delineation, 167 Oak Street, map 15, lot 5.
Motion to close.
Second.
Okay. I had a motion to close by Laurie. I had a second by Harry. Any further discussion on the closing?
No.
Okay, roll call vote. Harry,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
Deb,
Aye.
and myself as an aye. All right, with that being closed, Chair would now entertain a motion to approve the abbreviated notice of area resource delineation at 167 Oak Street, map 15, lot 5, with special conditions of cleanup in the resource area of any debris that has been out there.
Motion so moved.
Okay,
Seconded.
okay, so I had a motion by Harry and a second by Deb.
Yep.
Okay, any further discussion than what I added about the debris out there?
No,
Okay, then I will take a motion, I will do an approval roll call vote. Harry,
aye.
Deb,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
okay, and myself is an aye. I'm using my fingers these days to make sure. You only have a quorum of 5 that I get everybody, so. I'll have to make a name list, so excuse my calculator. All right, thank you very much for your presentation. You are all set?
All right. Thank you all for your time. Have a great night.
You
Thank you.
too. Yep, bye-bye now. Okay, well, we're gonna move right into Conservation Commission business with, under administrative items, is 16 Wood Street violation. So before I hand this over to Caitlin, y'all know, our efforts to get these guys back in has been done. Cease and desist was given on April 23rd. Caitlin sent out another letter on 8/20. So a lot of effort has been put in. They have not come back or answered Caitlin at this point. Enforcement action, we've hit the plateau. So Caitlin, I'll have you update anything further, and then I'll entertain the board for discussion on this.
Yeah, that's kind of my only update is we haven't heard back, and we've even offered the option of an RDA for
Yep.
Financial purposes. So I think at this point, very unlikely we will hear back from them. So
Okay, so we're gonna have to bump this up to an enforcement, and like I say, this is everybody. Nobody gets a pass. You cannot do unpermitted work, but you can come into us and make it right. So with every efforts that we've done, I want to just hear from everybody else if they're comfortable now. We're doing an enforcement order, please. I'll start right down the line, Laurie.
Absolutely. Enforcement order, that's the only thing that they're gonna understand. Caitlin, you haven't heard anything, nothing from them since before?
nope. So before you were on, Lori, they actually did attend a meeting where we kind of went over the next steps for them. And they said, oh, they had a plot plan or something. So I said, well, why don't you come in the office and we can go over that plot plan. But he never came in. I've emailed him separate times from the letters that I've sent out to. So, and it's been maybe
Long enough.
months at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you first with April, so we have been very gracious in extending time,
You know what you
Long
could
enough.
do? You know what you could
long
do
enough,
too?
like we said on the last one. We understood they were busy arranging some fun stuff, but we understand it's time. So,
Send them an enforcement order and then send them, you are scheduled to appear at the next Concon meeting. That's what we used to do. That's the only thing they're gonna understand. If they don't show up, then vote to issue an enforcement order.
okay, so we're gonna issue the enforcement order right now, with that letter going out. So I'll hear from the rest of the gang. Eileen, I'm hearing you.
Yep.
But just so,
Loud
okay.
and clear. An
All right,
enforcement
loud and clear.
order.
I heard Eileen. Harry.
What Laurie said.
Yep.
Deb.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Laurie as well.
Okay, all right, so we're all in agreement. Caitlin, do you want us to vote on you drafting sending the enforcement order with the date? to appear?
Yeah, we
Okay.
might as well do a formal vote and then
Let's do a formal vote. All right, Chair would entertain a motion, please, for an enforcement order on 16 Wood Street violation.
So
So
moved.
I
moved.
make,
All right, so I had a so moved, I had a first by Eileen,
yep,
and who was the second?
Debbie.
Harry.
Debbie.
Okay, guys.
Oh, all right.
Pick
All
one.
right, any further discussion? I think we kind of added in everything we wanted. Laurie
Nope.
brought good points. We all had points. Okay, all right, so I'm just gonna do a roll call vote. Eileen,
Aye.
Debbie,
Aye.
Harry,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
and myself is an aye. All right, thank you guys on that one. We have no minutes to review this week, boo-hoo. And oh my God, we're at E, adjournment. Can chair get a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
Anybody second? All right, everybody in favor?
Aye.
All together, aye.
Aye.
All right, well, I wish they were all that short, but take advantage of it because they're not always. So have a good evening, everybody.
All right,
I'm
bye.
gonna go eat. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Aye.
Bye.